Have you ever yearned to drive 1980s Russian off-road vehicles around forest tracks, picking up and delivering timber? No, me neither. And yet I'm quite wrong. Spintires is a game where you, drive Russian off-road vehicles around forest tracks, picking up and delivering timber. And it's surprisingly good. And it's funny, you wouldn't have thought such a game would make for an enjoyable experience. I mean, it doesn't sound great on paper, but yeah, the mechanics of it are just wonderful. It's a simply beautiful game that simulates mud in a way that no other game ever has. You choose from a variety of vehicles and cruise around on dirt tracks, and in fact even churning through water. And they do water well too. The mechanics of the vehicle are fairly accurately reproduced. You can switch between 2- and 4-wheel drive, turn on and off the differential lock, etc. Everything is mapped out beautifully, from the plumes of smoke emanating from the engine to the throaty roar, even seeing the tyres deform as you go over things, watching them pick up mud, get wet. It really is quite remarkable. After a successful Kickstarter campaign, the game's currently in development, and there's a free tech demo available from their website. Now, unlike many other sort of demos and trials, it is fully moddable, and there's a huge variety of vehicles to choose from, although there are only 2 included in the actual game. When you visit their website, you can download modded and updated vehicles from there, muck about with them. The landscape at the moment is quite limited, but honestly it's got every kind of terrain you could think to encounter in it, and it is surprisingly good fun. Seeing just what you can get these vehicles through, over, around. It's quite impressive. You can get stuck. There's a button for pulling you out when that inevitably happens. It is a very difficult thing to describe. I think you really need to just simply play it for yourself. There's dynamic time which changes as you play. You can alter it manually if you like. You can play with manual or automatic gears. You can make it relatively easy for yourself, but it is surprisingly good fun, getting something wedged into a sticky pool of mud and then fighting your way back out of it, and a real sort of satisfaction to be gained from doing so. There's some lovely touches hidden away, from flowers glowing in the moonlight to seeing mud getting thrown up in the air as you churn through it, or just that the tracks you leave behind in the mud persist. You know, it's funny, you would think that such a feature would be fairly standard on a lot of games, but no. There's this lovely concrete park where you can try and lumber over various obstacles. Obviously the big truck is the most fun at the moment, but there's also UAZ, which DayZ players will be familiar with. And, it really is terrific fun. I would suggest you download the tech demo and have a bit of a go. It runs on a surprisingly modest computer as well. It's not demanding. Obviously, the better the computer, the nicer it will run, but it will run quite well on a dual-core machine with an aging graphics card. Anyway, that's Spintires, another bizarre game that you've probably never heard of, but really ought to try. See you again next time. Ta-ra!